Recovery is a process of decisions podcast. This podcast is a weekly revealing of the recovery journey of peer support specialist Trent Thomas. Join him on his internal research-driven dive into what to and what not to do in sustaining recovery. His weekly episodes demonstrate that you are not alone, and what we can't do alone, we can do together. This life is hills and valleys, but we were built for struggle. These weekly episodes are a journey into his life lessons as he fulfills his daily mandate to help someone other than himself. Welcome. The Recovery is a Process of Decisions podcast. Welcome to Recovery is a Process of Decisions podcast. This is Trent Thomas, your recovery peer support specialist. This week's episode is entitled, Never Fear, the Rewards of Recovery. God rewards whom he wants. We must not be afraid of stepping into the world God has prepared for us. Prayers are answered. Prayer brings change. Change for the better can present a whole new world, a world we are not accustomed to, a brand new world, a world that can cause us fear. Fear of the unknown can cause us to freeze. For me, I am mindful that God don't owe you life, he gives you life, and that we must be careful what we ask for because you just might get it. Today, I appreciate all the rewards of recovery because I remember all I gave away. I remember how immoral I was. I remember how much I lied to myself and all those I came into contact with. I remember how bad it had gotten for me. My memory includes how depraved I was, how demoralized I was, how depressed I had become. I remember how much was missing from my life. I remember the struggle I suffered. I remember the anguish, the anxiety, the anxiousness, and the loss of values of morality. I remember the pain of incarceration, the pain of being sick and desperate in the morning looking for my next fix. The answer to all my problems was found in a drink and a drug. My decisions were always on the wrong side of right. The pain I caused myself was unbelievable, yet it occurred over and over again. I wallowed in the hog pits of life. I slept in basements, abandoned houses. I traded everything I owned away till there was nothing. I owned nothing. So I stole just to support a mental state that equated drugs to food and water. The drugs became a necessity for life. I needed drugs to live, to just be normal. The need was mandatory, and what I did to get it was necessary. Lying and stealing became a way of life. The struggle was like carrying a 900-pound gorilla around on my back. There is nothing easy about the street life. Yet, I convinced myself I was living the high life. The rich today, broke tomorrow mindset of a self-deceived addict, addicted to anything that looked or felt good. Yes, I remember. That is why the reward of recovery is so consuming. The reward of serenity is overwhelming. The notion of no anxiety over what tomorrow will bring, because I know everything is already all right. I know God drives my life, and with God all things are possible and in fact achievable. Living with a God-ordained mandate to help someone other than myself puts me in the passenger seat of a God-driven life. I know my basket will never empty as long as I put helping others first. I believe that God truly got me. I believe because I am living proof that God exists and God can and will deliver me from myself. I am living testimony that there is a God, a caring, forgiving God who metes out mercy through recovery. Each day I am awakened with a new opportunity to just do better. Today I make better decisions and receive the rewards of recovery. In my recovery, God has taken me places I never thought possible. God has taken me to heights I could not even imagine. In my dream of dreams, I could not fathom all that God has awarded me in this life of recovery. Today I am blessed with life. Each day is a reward, a gift from the God of my understanding. Today I understand there is a God. For this much I know. I did not save myself. There had to be a power greater than me that intervened in my life and saved me from me. This power I know was not me. I know I am not God. For me, I know I was stuck on stupid, but only a stupid person would trade away all they own and earn for a substance that hurried their premature exit from life. Only a person stuck in stupidity would pay for a poison that would surely kill them. The gift of recovery permits me to live again, to start anew, to be born again, to write new chapters of life. The first reward of making a right decision is that you get to make more decisions. The consequence for making wrong decisions is that you ultimately will not be permitted to make any decisions at all. This is called death. Premature, early, not late, death. My life has been recovered, brought back from the depths of hell itself. Hell is a place you can live in right here on earth. Hell is a place you can find yourself in willingly. Yes, you can willingly place yourself in hell. You can decide to trade all your belongings away and live in hell. I've been there, and I know this to be true. As a sufferer of the disease of addiction, I know where this disease can take you. Today, I also know the power of God Almighty. Almighty because He knows what we know not and can do for us what we cannot do for ourselves. I am living proof of this power. This God, this life I live is a gift from God. Yes, God rewards who He wants. And today I am a receiver of the reward of recovery. So I will not fear His rewards, but rather embrace them with gratitude because I remember the hell I suffered while in active addiction. Today I am better. I make better decisions, decisions that yield rewards instead of consequences. Today I live a God-centered life, a life where God comes first, a life where I treat the disease of addiction first before anything, because I know if the disease takes root, nothing else will matter. Gone would be the money, the family, my life itself. This disease wants me dead. And there is no cure, but recovery is possible, and you can do better. Recovery is a decision to live and not die. Today, this day, I decide to recover and not fear the rewards that God has prepared for me because I remember where my God has delivered me from. This is Trent Thomas, and I would like to thank you for listening to another episode of Recovery is a Process of Decisions podcast. You can now subscribe to this podcast and receive rich, deep episodes for subscribers only, as well as a private personal email account to communicate directly with me for comments and show suggestions. I also would like to invite everyone to check out my new ebook publication entitled Recovery: The 7 Steps to Sustained Recovery, available at Amazon.com, written for those in or choosing recovery that are seeking a formula to sustain recovery. As always, your inspiring comments can be left at transnetrecover.com/ Podcast. Please feel free to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, hashtag TransNetRecover. Thank you and have a blessed day.